Yeah,
So,
definitely.
how, in that sense, from your journey to now, how does one actually start making that change? Because I know it's a process and working through all those things. How did it work for you? And what did you do for yourself? And why I'm asking is the inspiration piece, because all of this ties in. I view this as being your own boss. It's the same thing as you have to start at some point, and that point is typically the bottom, and you have to work
Mm.
your way up to get there. But there's days that are worse than others. There's days that are better than others. But you ultimately never give up. And from our conversation we had over the weekend, you never gave up and you always kept moving forward, even though it was hard. But how did that work for you, and how can we give some of our listeners some inspiration?
First of all, speak out and ask for help. Honestly, if I'd have disclosed a lot sooner than I did as I got further in life, for sure. And first and foremost, my kids and grandkids come first, regardless. So that was my fight while I was an inpatient. Then moving forward, it was, do you know what? I've been married not once, twice, and it's failed because you become codependent. And as we've spoke about, it's the old argument, nature, nurture. Is it because of the environmental influences and impacts, factors, or is it how you perceived how life should be, living, settling for certain behaviors or relationships? And so basically, yeah, I asked for help. I took that help and I utilized that help to the max. And I knew, right, no, I've got to do this so that I don't ever fall into those patterns again. Because it's so easy for it to become habitual to lean on someone just because it's comfort and it's normalized to you. It's your normal. So to step out of that is huge, huge. So sometimes, yeah, we do need that support and we do need that hand holding process. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. But if you're going to do it, go for it and really maximize that support. Because believe me, I never let them go once I got them. I was a pain in the butt. But it was all in a good place and for a good reason. So,
But with the promotions, you kept on growing and you got awards and so forth. That translated to money, correct? As in you started earning, did it start becoming a livable wage once you got out of your internship, or did it take time to get you to where it was livable?
I'll be honest, the apprenticeship was rubbish. So you was talking 15 grand a year, but I managed to up that by an extra 10 in the 20 months with the two promotions.
So the whole piece, you were working for free, but you were really building yourself up for what you really wanted to do, was to help people with mental health. But at the
Yeah.
same time, you were able to walk the walk and talk the talk because you were there yourself. But now how has that all translated for you today and where you're at? Share a little bit about what we talked about on Saturday about few of the things that you're trying to do,
Yeah.
and then wrap it all up in you're now in a different place financially, but also you're in a better place mentally also. And just talk about those three things.
When I was working in rehab on a female locked secure ward, I identified that it would be a really positive achievement for the patients if we could place a shop within the NHS. Now we do have a cafe and it's fantastic for what it does. It promotes the employment skills of people when they're integrating back into the community. Not everyone that's suitable for, especially if you've got like eating disorders and OCD, and some people just don't want to work around food. So I was talking to the girls that I worked with daily and I said, "What about shop? What about if you get some skills doing retail or even marketing and promoting online, get some digital skills, IT skills?"